Hello, I'm Robert Lambert of Robert Lambert Specialty Foods, and today I'm going to be making a lemon pound cake, classic lemon pound cake, but I'm going to be using Meyer lemons. Meyer lemons were bred probably by accident somewhere in China a very long time ago, and they have a little bit of mandarin orange in them, so they're a little sweeter, they're brighter, they're great color, and not quite as acidic as regular lemons. I'm going to start by mixing the flour. 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, and I'm going to add a half teaspoon of salt and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And you can sift it, but whisking is just as good. It doesn't matter. It just gets everything blended so it goes into the batter evenly. And I'm going to take the salted butter, that is 1 stick or 1/2 cup of salted butter, and blend it with the sugar, 1 cup of sugar. You start slow and gradually speed up, or you're going to get it all jumping out of the bowl. And sometimes, if the butter is cold, even the heat of your hands on the bowl will warm it just enough to bring it together. Now, in order to get this fluffy enough to receive the flour and the milk, you really have to beat it quite some time. So now that the sugar and butter are well blended, I'm going to add the eggs. And everyone has their own ways of breaking eggs, but I found, after breaking several 100,000 of them in my career, that you never ever want to hit it on the edge of the bowl, because you're going to cause flakes and breakage and stuff and shell going into the batter. So I always do it on a flat surface. And what you get is a thumb hole. So that's really, really easy to open it, and no shell gets in the batter. So the eggs and the butter and sugar are well combined, and I'm going to add half of the flour mixture with the salt and baking powder. And beat that in, starting slowly so it doesn't escape. Okay, then we're going to add the milk, 1/2 cup of milk. You can use any kind of milk, whole milk or 1%, 2%, doesn't matter. Again, slow start. Good. And the rest of the flour goes in. Now I'm going to add a little of my Meyer lemon syrup. You can add regular lemon juice, but I think this is a nicer flavor, especially if you don't have Meyer lemons. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons and Meyer lemon zest. There's all kinds of different zest patterns that you can do. You can do a real fine zest, or and that just blends in and you don't really taste bits. But I really like to have strands of peel that I can taste and see in the batter and see in the cake when it's cut. Now I'm going to scrape it all out of the bowl, because I'm alone, but if you have kids around, you're going to have to pretend that you can't get it all, so there's something for them to lick. Okay, so that looks good, and I can still see little flecks of lemon in there, and we're going to pop that into a 350-degree oven for 50 minutes. So we're going to turn it out. And this is the step that kind of intensifies the lemon flavor, but it also kind of seals the cake so it stays moist. And I'm going to add another 2 tablespoons of Meyer lemon syrup. And pierce the top of the cake so syrup kind of soaks in a little bit. And just brush, and then the heat is going to kind of dry down the water in the syrup and thicken it and seal the cake. I'm going to do this on a cooling rack so the drops can drip out. Very nice. And now I can put it onto my cutting board. Because I want a hot piece. And that is my Meyer lemon pound cake.